Hello and welcome to my video on how to farm Black Lion chest keys. To begin, you're going to want to make a new character. You're going to want to make a human. I like to do warrior just because they do a lot of damage. It doesn't matter if you make a male or a female, but the only important thing you do is make sure you choose that you were raised by common folk, and the rest doesn't matter. Just go ahead and make your character. So one thing I personally like to do is to have a greatsword in my storage bank, so that when I load in, I can pop my golden banker since I have the collector's edition and instantly have a greatsword. Just increases my base DPS by a little bit, which helps out overall. If you don't have the collector's edition and you don't have the golden banker, it makes no difference. You can use the sword you start out with. The run might just be a little bit slower. It makes no difference really. So then as soon as you load in, you want to just run straight down towards where the Earth Elemental actually spawns. You don't want to go into the garrison. So as you can see here, the Earth Elemental is already spawned, which means someone else is fighting it. So I'm just going to go up and attack it, and it means that I will get credit for what they've done so far. So I don't actually have to defend the garrison at all. I can just jump straight into this, and it takes me straight to Queensdale as soon as the Elemental dies. So that just helps to speed up the run quite a bit really. So then as soon as you load into Queensdale, you can accept your reward. If you're using the sword that you begin with, if you haven't taken out a greatsword, I recommend you choose the Warhorn as your reward, just because it gives you a speed boost and gives you more vigor, which can help speed up the run a little bit. I still prefer to use the greatsword overall though. When you get out of the room, you go outside and talk to Watchman Rebek, and he will tell you to go and complete a Renown heart to continue in your quest line. So we're just going to go straight across the bridge towards Fields Waypoint, and we're going to do the farm Renown Heart, and that will continue our quest line. You can see already how I'm doing quite a substantial amount of damage with the greatsword. The bandits are going down very quickly, and the worms are going down in roughly 3 hits, so that's one of the reasons that I like to take the greatsword. As soon as you have the Renown Heart done, you're going to want to waypoint back to the Salma waypoint and jump straight into your home instance to continue with the questline. So I like to stand here at the top of the stairs to fight Blaze and Uptown Johnny. This time actually Johnny and the bandits downstairs aggroed on the NPCs, so it just kind of slowed things down a little bit, but it's no big deal. Once I killed Blaze, I just made my way in to fight Della, and Uptown Johnny made his way upstairs and I killed him there. Just usually it means I can kill all of the normal bandits on the stairs as well, and they don't bother me while I'm fighting Big Nose Ted, so it's no big deal. It just made things a little bit more messy up in Ted's room. So now when fighting Big Nose Ted, I actually like to stand on him straight away, while fighting Twitchy Jake as well, because sometimes you can stun him, and he'll just keep pointing at you, and he won't actually fight you, which is handy because he does a lot of knockdown, which can be annoying. I actually get downed here, but it's no big deal. I rallied on Jake pretty much instantly. So just continue fighting him, and once he's dead, head downstairs and continue with the questline by triggering the cutscene. So once that's done, you can waypoint straight out to Fields Waypoint and talk to Lieutenant Francis, who will update your questline. Just another personal thing here is I like to pick up the bag of feed. It gives you a skill that gives you swiftness, which doesn't really speed up the run a whole lot, but it makes it that little bit faster. It makes me think I'm doing it a bit faster, so I like to do it. So for this part of the personal story, I like to just run straight through, and I stack at the end of the wooden bridge with all the bandits and kill all the ones that decide to follow me, along with the bodyguards, and then I fight Twitchy Jake with Petra. So once Twitchy Jake is dead, you can waypoint back out to Field's Waypoint and talk to Lieutenant Francis, and he'll give you some of the medicine to give to Andrew back in your home instance at Salma Waypoint. So once you've given Andrew his medicine, go downstairs to the front door and talk with Logan, and that will update your quest line, and then you can waypoint out to Shaymore Waypoint, which is the waypoint you started at in Queensdale. So there's no particular order that you're meant to do this bit in, but I like to jump down into the water and get the fuses for Blaze so that I don't have to do both of his dialogue. So then I get the fuses and I just talk to all three of the bandits and then kill Della, and then waypoint back to go to Thackeray's office. Here in Thackeray's office, I guess, is the next kind of important note, that you should accept the defending the hospital as opposed to the orphanage. You can do defend the orphanage, but it is a bit harder than doing the hospital. I definitely prefer to do the hospital, having done both. So once I get to the hospital, I bash down the door as I am instructed to, and then I like to take a step back and let the NPCs take kind of the brunt of the aggro, just because the foes are considerably higher level than you are. At this point I was level 4, the foes are around level 8, so you know, they do quite a lot of damage to me. Still, they do fight me sometimes. I go up and down, but I generally rally and just take them all down one by one, and then progress to the next part of the story. So once you see the dialogue of the priestess asking if everyone got out alright, you can start making your way towards the orphanage. It might take a few minutes for the cutscene to kick in, but once you're there you can start talking to Lieutenant Francis, and that will cause the orphanage to explode, completing this part of the quest. So then we head back to Thackeray's office for the level 10 quest, the last one, the one with the reward of a Black Lion chest key. So once you enter, just talk to Thackeray, and you will then be turned into a bandit resembling Big Nosed Ted. And then you go and stand in the cells in the dungeon, and let the NPCs do a lot of the fighting, because once again, the foes are all around level 10, I'm still only around level 4, so I like to kind of do nothing and let them do all the dirty work. At this point as well, I like to reopen my golem banker and put my greatsword back in storage, and to salvage all of the drops that I've gotten. One of the early quest rewards is a salvage kit, so you get some nice free materials. So there you have it, that's it, that's the end of the run. I got my Black Lion chest key, which is the end reward, and I used it, and I happened to get a mini holographic Scarlet, which is kind of what you want to get. I sold mine for just under 6 gold, so that was very nice as well, a nice profit. So I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope it helped you all out, and thanks for watching.